white wine, as soon as the red grapes are picked, they're immediately taken to the winery to prevent oxidation and spoilage. On reaching the winery, most red grapes are processed immediately through the crusher. The crusher de-stems the grapes, then breaks the berries, releasing the grape juices and creating a mixture of juice, seeds and grape skins, the must. The must is usually then pumped straight into a fermentation tank. Fermentation tanks come in many sizes and shapes. Each gives its own particular style, character and quality to the wine. When all the must is in the fermentation tank, in this case an open vat fermenter, yeast is added and this begins the job of converting the sugar and the must into alcohol and carbon dioxide. Almost all red wine is fermented on the grape skin, because the colour and the pigment of the skins of red grapes gives the wine its red colour. The wine also picks up extra flavour compounds and tannins during this process. Red wine is usually fermented hotter than white, so it generally only takes about a week, but it can take a shorter or longer time, depending upon the temperature. When fermentation is nearing completion or is totally finished, the must, which is now wine, is pumped into a press. The first batch of wine through the press is called the free run. The residual wine is then pressed to express and separate the remaining juice from the skins and seeds. What is left is called the pressings, which is sometimes added back to the wine at a later date if the winemaker so desires. From the press, the red wine is usually pumped into a settling or stabilising tank. Some winemakers may pump the wine directly into wooden barrels. Almost all red wine will spend some time maturing in wood. In the case of quality red wine, wood maturation is vital. When winemakers talk about wood, they mean barrels made from oak. Wine maturing in oak barrels undergoes a very slow oxidation, which helps to soften and improve its taste by imparting oak characters and flavours in the form of tannins. Red wine can spend anything from a few months to 2 years maturing in wood. If the winemaker feels the wine has had enough time maturing in wood, it may be transferred to stainless steel tanks. Red wines are also blended to produce a commercial style or to make more complex wine. When blending any wine, the acids, tannins and wood flavours mustn't dominate. All components of the wine must be in balance with the fruit characters of the grape. The winemaker must be careful not to overblend and lose the varietal characteristics of the wine. When the winemaker has completed blending, the wine goes through a number of clarification processes, which includes pumping or racking between tanks and settling and fining. These clarification processes remove any remaining solids. The wine may be cold stabilised and is sterile filtered before being bottled, labelled, packed and prepared for retail sale.